It's another amazing moment for me to come your way one more time and make your day a premium value one. Inuarata no Sahai is still my name, and today we are continuing our series on master solutions to team problems. This is the third episode of it, which you can call part 3, and our focus this morning is when team members refuse to contribute to team issues during team meetings. When team members refuse to contribute to team issues during team meetings. This was a practical case scenario I came across when I went to handle a training for a particular commercial bank in the country. And when it got to the Q&A session, the branch manager of that particular branch of that commercial bank asked that, how do you see a situation whereby when we are holding a team meeting or whenever we hold team meetings, and you want team members to come up with ideas to, come up with solutions to the issue we are trying to address. Everyone just keep quiet, they keep silent, and they are just looking at you. They just wait for you to close the meeting and they go to their duty post. What is the way out? What, can I do, to manage and handle that kind of situation? As a team leader, if you are faced with that kind of situation, what will you need to do to fix that situation? Now, it is very important that as a team leader, that this kind of behavior from team members could be as a result of your leadership style as a team leader. It could be as a result of your leadership style. They could just be reacting to your leadership pattern, to your leadership style, because there are some leaders that have been found to be consistently autocratic in their behavior. They have been found to be consistently autocratic in their behavior, especially as it has to do with decision making. You see them unilaterally making decisions on their own. Decisions that would have been, a function of contribution from all team members. You see them always consistently and persistently unilaterally making that decision on their own. And, that is a kind of autocratic leadership style that doesn't carry people along. It's not democratic, which do carry people along, when it comes to making decisions. Now, like I said, that kind of behavior you see from team members, a situation whereby you see the team members, they just wait for you to close meetings. They don't make any contribution. They don't say anything. It could just be a product of your, leadership style as a team leader. Some leaders, like I said, have been found to be consistently autocratic. There is even some behavior that is exhibited by some leaders, like, unhealthy supervision and excessive control from these leaders, which you can call micromanaging, which at the end of the day makes team members to disengage from work. They now lose that passion and that commitment to work. So as a team leader, what can you do to manage this kind of situation whereby team members are now refusing to contribute to team issues, to contribute solutions and ideas to team issues? What are the strategic ways out? And that is what we are focusing on this morning, on master solutions to team problems, master solutions to team issues. Remember, we are trying to look at how you can manage the situation of team members not contributing ideas or solutions to team problems or team issue. One thing you need to do, first of all, as a team leader, is to find out why the reluctance. Why is it that team members are refusing to make contributions? Why is it that team members are refusing to come up with suggestions and recommendations on team issues and team challenges? You need to find out the reason for the reluctance. You can do this through one-on-one discussion and conversation with the team members, and you can also do that through anonymous feedback or anonymous survey, whereby they don't need to necessarily write their names. They just, send you that message maybe through a particular platform online, or, through a suggestion box or whatever could suffice. And then, they air their view. They come up with reasons why, they are exhibiting that kind of behavior. So the first thing you need to do as a team leader in a situation whereby when you are holding team meetings, your team members refuse to make contributions, they refuse to make recommendations or suggestions to team issues and team problems, the first thing you need to do is to find out the reason why the reluctance. Very, very important. The next thing you need to do is for you to do well to create a psychologically safe atmosphere. create a psychologically safe environment. Now, when you say an environment is psychologically safe, it means that people have the opportunity to air their views, without being ridiculed. No matter how stupid a team member idea contribution may be, your response to it as a team leader should not make them feel stupid. This is very, very important. No matter how stupid a team leader idea contribution seems to be or appear to be, your response to it as a team leader should not make them feel stupid. That is when an environment is psychologically safe, it's emotionally safe. Because if a team member bring up an idea, suggestion, a contribution that appears not to make sense, and you actually respond in a way that, make the team member feel he or she doesn't have sense, that will make this team member to just go into his or her shell, because he felt his team member is feeling ridiculed, and in the future, such a team member may have the idea that will bail us out of the challenges we may be facing. But because of the way you responded before, the team member will just keep his or her idea contribution to him or herself. Because why? The environment is not psychologically safe. The environment is an environment where if you air your views, you bring your suggestions to the table, and it looks as if it's stupid, or it looks as if it doesn't make sense. The response of the team leader actually make you feel stupid. It actually make you feel that you don't have sense. So a team leader that wants his team members to always contribute ideas, contribute suggestions to team issues, should be very intentional about creating a psychologically and emotionally safe environment, so that when you are holding meetings, people will not be afraid to air their views and express, their opinion, or bring them to the table without fear of judgment. This is very, very important. Then the next thing you need to do is to help team members to prepare in advance for meetings. What am I trying to say? Give the agenda for the meeting in advance to team members. This will help the team members to think it through, prepare themselves, and when they come to the meeting, they will have ideas, suggestions that have been well thought through, and then they can confidently and conveniently make suggestions and recommendations to the team problems. It will be very difficult for team members most times, to instantly just come up with worthwhile solutions and idea contributions to team problems and team issues when they are just getting to know about that issue in the meeting. So you need to learn to prepare them in advance. So before the meeting, give them, prior notice and advance notice of the agenda of that meeting. So they would have thought it through. It may just be an hour ahead. It may be 2 days ahead. Maybe it may even be 30 minutes ahead. At least there is a kind of notice that will make the team member to think through it and then come up with solutions and idea recommendations in the meeting. So helping them to prepare ahead will go a long way to make it easy for them to make contributions and idea suggestions during that meeting. This is very, very important. The fourth one, which is the one I will conclude with this morning, is for you to encourage active participation of team members during team meetings. Encourage active participation. What you need to do to encourage active participation is to rotate the responsibility of leading discussions among team members. So you tell Mr. Nusa, these issues we are going to look at this afternoon, or by 2 p.m. or by 4 p.m. or 11 a.m., you will be leading the discussion on agenda A. Mr. David, you'll be leading the discussion on agenda B. Mr. Joseph, you'll be leading the discussion on agenda C. Now, this will give them no choice than to be a part of the meeting. They'll become active participants. And another way you can also promote active participants is to ask individuals for their input. You can say, Mrs. Idahosa, what do you have to say concerning this XYZ issue? What do you think is the way out? You are intentionally just making them to be active participants, and this will go a long way, to resolve this issue of negative silence, whereby team members just fold their hands. You just say, you are just talking in the air, and you just say, this is the issue we are having. What do you have to say concerning it? And everybody is just looking at you, because you have not just specifically point to somebody, but if you want people to be actively participating in team issues, in coming up with solutions and ideas to team problems, what you need to do is to rotate responsibility of leading discussions among them, and then also directly ask individuals for their contribution, for their input, call their names, and then you will have a better fluid collaboration in your team. I believe lots of value have been added to you. You can connect with me online at Nosa Speaks on LinkedIn, on Thread, on X, and then also on Facebook at Nosa Speaks 1, or just enter my name, Inuarata Nosahai. Send your questions across, and then let's see how we can take this conversation further. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will say, remember, amiable. Inuarata Nosahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.